All right, folks, welcome to the fourth episode slash week of Twilight Express Hour. This your boy Old Go and
Old Finger.
all right then. So interesting week. We had our background music for this episode is Snitches by MF Doom, and it'll be really relevant as we get into the national news later. But for a bit of local Atlanta news, I've started to see a lot of political signs up in people's yards nowadays.
Yeah.
So I looked into it, and Atlanta's upcoming mayoral race is going to be rather competitive.
Yeah.
And that there are about 9 people running for this office.
People are campaigning. They're campaigning pretty hard out there. I would say make sure that you go to any community events, because a lot of the community events for mayors, if I'm not mistaken, do take place in a lot of the schools. So the high schools and middle schools, like they hold many meetings there. So definitely go to like a town meeting and get up to date, be educated, be open to knowing exactly what's going on in your community. Be aware. I meant to say, be aware.
So just sort of to keep some of our listeners aware on who's running exactly, we have Mary Norwood, Keisha Lance Bottoms, Kwanzaa Hall, Caesar Mitchell, Vincent Fort, Kathy Woolard, Peter Amon, Michael Sterling, and last but not least, John Eves.
I just gotta look out for those names whenever I go out to a local meeting about one of their campaigns.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were 9 of them. I thought there were, last time I heard there were 6. I didn't know about these other 3.
Yeah, it was. I was surprised when I found out there were this many people running too. It's rather competitive. I hope that they get their message out and whatnot.
Hope the best for them. Hope for a clean fight, no slandering, all that. Well, of course, everyone in Atlanta knows about 85 going down.
Oh yeah, that was an awful one right there.
If I'm not mistaken, Coke, Turner, Georgia Power, and another major company downtown Atlanta have advised all their workers to work from home. Use Marta if they have to, and the way I see it is Marta's going to get a great influx of money, but it's also going to have a great multitude of breakdowns over the next 6 months. And some routes are going to be a lot busier than others. So, for alternatives, everyone should be either waking up early to get to work, using the back roads, or everyone's favorite alternative.
Gotta learn those back roads now.
Everyone's favorite alternative for right now is taking either 285 north or south, depending on which way they're coming from. As you already know, 285 is already known for the accidents and having backed up traffic. So over the next 6 months, you can imagine that it's going to be even crazier.
It will be, but I think another alternative that people could do if they're trying to head north towards 85 is that it's just sort of the 85 connector that's gone down. So you could probably go up Piedmont downtown and get off on the 85 exit, past where the bridge or the overpass fell down, and then get on it that way.
True.
So yeah, that was
I don't take 85, but I know the people that are going to be taking 285 north now that could be taking 85 are going to be taking over.
Oh yeah, so, and this is kind of weird. I was just saying this is kind of weird in the face that we had that transit vote during the 2016 election.
Oh no!
and it's been voted down, and now they need it. Now.
Well, I'm sorry. I meant to make this comment earlier when we were talking about the politics part. Or not really politics, local politics, I guess.
Yeah, the mayor.
I recently saw a video that broke down the taxpayer money that's going to be taken over. I mean, that's going to be expended on Trump if he's in the office for 4 years.
Yeah.
In the 60 days or so that he's been in office, there's already been about $10 million spent on travels and protection, Coast Guard, people guarding the Trump Tower for his son.
And wife.
And wife is just like crazy. When Obama only spent like $89 million over his 8 years. $89 million over 8 years for traveling, and a majority of traveling was for campaigning. When he went to travel for other things such as meeting national leaders, world leaders, stuff like that.
Maybe a vacation too?
Yeah, it wasn't a vacation. He wasn't staying that long than what he needed to. He would fly in the day before, and then he would fly in a day or two after. But he was not staying there like what, if I'm not mistaken, the video said Trump had went to in like his first 2 weeks in office. Mar-a-Lago? Maybe it was Mar-a-Lago. He went there for a week. He was only supposed to be meeting with two. I don't know what that was meant. He was only supposed to be meeting there for two meetings. They both took place day after another. They weren't spread out. They were literally back-to-back days. But he stayed there for a week. Got there the day before it happened, then spent 4 days afterwards there. Had Coast Guards there, military, even had a helicopter guarding them. So, like tens of millions of dollars just on that. And then the people outside Trump Tower, $55,000.
Wow.
Like $55,000 worth of protection. I'm just like, this is ridiculous.
Boy, he's gonna cost us quite a bit of money being the businessman president and whatnot.
They're expecting, if he's in office for 4 years, for it to reach the billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars in travel and protection. Yeah, so I don't really feel comfortable with that. I don't really know exactly how this is going to work. You should. Whenever you guys get a chance, definitely take some time to look at some of the videos of supporters of either candidate that you guys supported, and just see how they respond. Be aware of how your fellow man thinks of your current leader or a leader that you would have wanted in office. Because there's videos out on both. There's videos of people grading Trump, and there's also videos of people grading Hillary in her campaign go and how she campaigned and what she could have done to actually make her campaign stronger. So, it's nice to look at and kind of see other people's two cents at the same time. See where you can agree with someone, where you disagree, agree to disagree. People just understand that you are not alone out here.
Especially. So since you opened up the whole national politics bag, let's get into the reason for our background music being about rap snitches. This week, earlier in the week, Trump's former NSA guy, Michael Flynn, the one that was chancing lock her up at the RNC, his lawyer recently has tried to request immunity for Flynn's testimony because apparently he has a compelling story to tell.
Really?
Yeah, and it's some people have said try not to get it too excited about this because it's probably like a standard lawyer thing. Like, if you're about to be, like he's being investigated for a whole Russia connection thing, so he's trying to get him off, right? But a lot of people are speculating that, if Flynn's trying to get immunity and maybe he has the basis to get immunity even, then maybe there's like a bigger fish that the FBI could use Flynn to get rather, and, being the national security advisor, there wasn't one much higher above Flynn than maybe a couple few select people, Yeah. And that really makes the Russia investigation go into a bit of a interesting turn, even though still no proof of collusion yet, but there is still connection. And Michael Flynn might be in big water if he's trying to get immunity. He might actually go to jail or something.
Oh, wow.
Point. It's possible. And also, another thing about snitches, too, in big government, which is a weird thing to talk about, they had the House of the legislative branch of our government has an intel committee, and the chairman of that intel committee, a Republican that also helped on Trump's transition team, apparently went to the White House with information that he was supposed to keep within that little committee.
Oh, no, I think I've heard of that. I heard of that.
Yeah, that's Devin Nunes, who was a bit of a help to the Trump campaign, but now people are saying, oh, well, we can't have this guy in the committee now. He's besmirched the bipartisanship of the committee. He's probably hurt the investigation somehow by going to the White House, because they're saying he might have confirmed Trump's fears about being wiretapped and whatnot, right? So now Nancy Pelosi, a bunch of Democrats are saying he needs to recuse himself. There's Republicans saying, oh, no, maybe he shouldn't. There's like maybe one Republican saying he should recuse himself. But this has been an interesting week for snitches in government, hence the background music.
I'll say. Moving on to, I'm not sure exactly how much time we got left. Sports.
I think about a couple of minutes or so.
All right. Sports. One of our local owned JT Glasgow getting considered for a pro day. He's done all his trials, and it's looking good for him to actually get into the NFL. So please make sure you look out at the draft, this upcoming draft, and look out for that number, 14, Rice University out in Texas.
Really?
Good luck. Yeah. Our own
Oh,
JT
man, that's amazing.
Yep. That boy can jump 10 feet and a half, just like standing. Jump straight forward 10 and a half feet. Not running, not a step first, literally both feet side by side, 10 and a half feet jump. It's amazing. He's a machine out there. Running his 40 in like 4.4, 4.6. He's fast. He's quick. He's got hawk eyes. He's catching picks. So that's the next name I'm looking to see join the NFL. I had an old friend, Kenyon Drake, Roll Tide. He's playing for the Dolphins, so definitely looking out for JT.
Man, that's amazing.
Let me see what else. And another thing, as far as football goes, Kaepernick, he is not being considered for any football team at the moment.
Really? I thought the Texans might look at him.
Nope. And they all are related to this past season where he did
the kneel thing.
Yeah, where he kneeled for all the national anthems. He didn't take off. Well, I'm not going to say he didn't take off his helmet, but he didn't like salute it or anything like that. But we have other, and it was like a good comparison. They were comparing Kaepernick to other football players who are clearly not as skilled as he is and have charges such as like rape, almost murder, battery, stuff like that. Who have lower stats, like maybe 4 touchdowns in the season, maybe like 100 and some odd rushing yards, and you have Kaepernick who apparently hit 72 touchdowns last season, had over 400 rushing yards. I'm not sure how many receiving yards he had, but his stats are stacking up, and he's not being considered for any team, which is really sad because the name of the game is really supposed to be you pick a teammate based off that. It's just like what are you really picking your team based off of? Your good publicity for your team, or you want your team to win?
Yeah, branding's well, like NFL's technically a non-profit, but when you're in like business like that, branding is like about a half of the battle or so. So
yeah,
that's a cool thing, but that's one of the things they're looking at.
Oh yeah, I mean it's sad. It's really sad that they're even considering these things. Not gonna say sad. It's something that they should consider. But at the same time, I don't think it should be a underlying factor as to okay, you're on my team, but you're on my team under the stigmatism that you need to stand up and cover your heart when the national anthem is going on. Like I don't want to be told what I have to do. Like if it's in my contract, I abide by my contract, but my contract should not have anything to do with my religion or my belief. Like it shouldn't be. You can't wear a head wrap under your helmet because you're Islamic faith. And that's something the other characters. I mean, that's something the other players.
This is America.
Right.
America.
Do what I want. America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All that. Like no one wants to be told what they have to do.
Oh boy.
So,
all right, so I think we are just about out of time, and it's a little harder to time it since like I'm on the phone. But
right.
last little thing before I leave, Black Business Spotlight for this week is a Vibe Ride, nice little workout place in Atlanta. Somewhere around Peachtree Road, you can look them up on theviberide.com.
This whole game is just bugged out, man. Niggas
What?
telling on their own self.
Oh yeah, interesting. Look like an interesting outfit there. All right, folks. So that's it for this week of Twilight Express Hour. This has been Old Sco and
fake hustler, nigga.
Old Secret. So just enjoy yourselves out there, people. Be aware. Watch Samurai Jack season 5.
All right, Samurai Jack season 5. We're out, people.